Hi, thank you for joining me tonight. Today is October 23rd. It's Tuesday, 2018 at 7 p.m. Eastern. And welcome in. Now let's get going, shall we? We have been talking about one trade and one trade only, one pair only for the last several months. So let's get our screen share started. And we will get started on this and get it going. So the trade we've been working on is NZDUSD, or New Zealand dollar, US dollar. It is a buy, and this buy went in on June 25th of 2018. And it went in at 0.68310 with a 0.01 lot size. Keeping it to a smaller amount lot size means I can stay in the trade that much longer because it doesn't affect me to have to adjust accordingly. My stop loss is at 0.61310. And my take profit is at 0.75310. Now with those being said, my stop loss is actually at 7,000 pips, or negative $70. That's the most I'm willing to lose. So the trade will continue until it goes through that stop loss. My take profit is also at 7,000 pips, or $70 profit. With the stop loss and the take profit being the same amount and the same pip size, it's a 1-to-1 ratio, keeping the risk to profit fairly low. So I can run it as long as I want. And with me being a long-term trader, that's exactly what I need. Plus, if you notice, there are no indicators, no trend lines, or anything like that on this chart, because this is what is called a naked chart. And the reason I do a naked chart is because every night as I sleep, I go through grand mal seizures that clear my memory. These are pretty heavy seizures. And when I wake up, I'm as if I was 6 months old. No memory of who I am, where I am, or what I need to do, or who anyone around me is. So I have to relearn the many little things that most people take for granted because they don't even think about it. They just do it. And then I have to relearn everyone around me, relearn how to talk right, properly, to write or type, and with one hand being completely numb due to the multiple sclerosis, I can't use my left hand. I don't even feel it. I don't even feel my left side, nor do I feel my legs, because of the MS has taken that feeling away, making it near impossible to do much of anything right away. So it takes time for me to get to know everything that's going on. Now let's get back to this trade. When we trade right, but we look left. And being that there are no indicators, it's very, very important to look at the trend that the trade has been running. That's why I stay normally in the day time chart. With the daytime chart, I have almost 5 years that I can see what this trade's doing. Yesterday at this time, we were at a negative $29.90. Overnight, it's gone down to a negative $28.44. That's 100 pips, at least. There's nothing wrong with that. Don't be concerned, because as I said, when you trade, you look right. I'm sorry, you trade right, but you look left. And if you go where it's sitting and then move your cursor over to where it was and the standard trend that it was doing, you can see right here that it's starting to hit 3 times, test and retest the support and resistance, and then it shoots up and goes up where we want it to go. It's just time. So when you're a long-term trader, patience, consistency, and no emotion is a mandatory. Also, when you're trading, please, please don't trade your mortgage or your rent. Don't trade what you owe for your bills. Put some money aside that is specifically for trading only, because you will never miss it. It's the type that you can't get your hands on unless you decide to pay yourself from the winnings of a possible trade. Keep that in mind, because you have to pay yourself as you trade or as you do whatever you're doing. You are independent, so you need to pay yourself to find the profit from the trades that you get. Now, many people have asked me why I don't put more than one position in a trade. That's easily answered. A trade with this broker, if you have more than one, with their first in, first out rule, you put a second one in, the first one has to come out. You have to close it down before a second one can be done, or a third. And it also attacks your margin level. My current margin level is 44, 94, 56%. I like to keep it between 3,500 and above. It's just my comfort level. And the way I was able to get it to this level is when I started this account, this trade, it was $280. And over the months, I have slowly built up that balance from another account that I have, and I was able to increase my margin level. So if I have more than one entry place, that margin level will not only fall, but there again, you have the first in, first out rule. Now, many people have asked me, where do you get your trade signals? Well, that's easy enough. There's Stevenson Lindor and Orrin Wright, who are educators through iMarkets Live. If you want access to them, you need to get enrolled and signed up with iMarkets Live. And there's Christopher Terry, who is the CEO of iMarkets Live and has over 25 years of experience of trading. So he definitely knows what he's doing. My fourth person is Tracy Walker, who happens to be my sponsor that brought me into iMarkets Live. And when she did, she has summits and webinars where she teaches how to find your entry points, how to mark up your charts, how to find your stop loss and your take profit, how to get in at a right time and get out at a right time. And the last that I do is Swipe Trades, which is an app that's on our smartphone, comes from iMarkets Live. So only way to get access to that is to join iMarkets Live. Now let's get back to this. Many people have asked me, why do I stay in the daytime chart when the smaller time charts seem to work pretty well? And that's true to an extent. But when you have a naked chart and no indicators, your chances of doing very well on the smaller time charts are kind of high risk. And I'll show you what I'm talking about. Liken this time on your time chart to your favorite movie. Most movies that are really, really good can go anywhere from 2 to 2.5 hours, right? So the first minute in that movie, you're getting maybe the first song, if you're lucky, because it's just starting. And that's the same with the trade. You're not seeing much. It's got your interest. You want to see what's going on, but the clear picture is not there. Going into the 5-minute time chart, we have more movement, more information, but still not a full, complete picture. Just like your movie in the first 5 minutes of it. You know who the characters are, you got a little bit of the plot, but you still don't have much. Moving into the 15-minute time chart, there is definitely movement, and you can start to see a trend to a degree. It's still kind of iffy without the indicators. In your movie, the first 15 minutes, you definitely know what's going to start to happen. You have a good idea, but there's always a twist in every movie as well as every trade. One moment, I'll be right back.